As you have read by the title, so today in this video we will be discussing about the single cell protein that is also known as SCP. So first we will be discussing that who gave this concept by biotechnology. So it was first discovered by Carrot and Wilson. Carrot and Wilson. So this was given by the Carrot and Wilson. So they were the scientists who tested it by the biotechnology, sorry, and then give the concept. So what is the single cell protein and why do we use it? Single cell protein are referred to a macro biomass. What they are? They are the biomass. What is biomass? Biomass is basically is a thing that can be, let me write first then I'll explain it. Biomass, like, first of all let me tell you what is a single cell protein. So it refers to a microbial biomass that may be a unicellular, it can be a unicellular or multicellular, that consists of a bacteria, fungi or yeast that can be used for the food. So what is biomass? So basically biomass is like used for the multiplication and it grow very fast. So that is why we use the biomass, like it grow very fast and it is for the multiplication, like it multiplies so fast, it give us the very bulky quantity, multiply very fast and give us the like grow very fast. So that is why. So single cell protein is a protein that we obtain from a unicellular, or we can obtain it by the bacteria as well. For example, unicellular, we are unicellular this the protein that we gain from the unicellular or the multicellular is known as the single cell protein, multicellular. Okay, so why do we need the single cell protein? And if I could write the example over here, so it can be yeast, bacteria, we get it from the yeast, we get it from bacteria by the extraction of the bacteria and the alga, yes. And the SCP means single cell protein contain 45 to 75 protein concentration. It contain what? It contain 45 to 75 45 to 75 55 concentration of the protein. Okay, so that is a very in a rich amount. Why do we use it? Because as we know that the population is increasing and we need protein in our body in a very rich amount. So that is why we are using bacteria and unicellular organism to get the protein from them. Because of the high in the population weight, we get the we get the protein from the unicellular and multicellular in a very rich amount. So if I could give you the example, it how we get the protein. So first of all, this is the biomass, this is the we are taking the example of yeast. So first the yeast cell will be dry, and then the yeast cell, one of the yeast cell contain the raw part and the useful part. So what we will do, we will utilize that useful part, the useful material from that yeast, and we will dry that. They will dry that cell, and that dry cell after the drying we will be considered that as protein, and that will be very useful for us. So if I could give you the example of the what green alga. So the green alga common example of the single cell protein is um, spirulina. Yes, spirulina, 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 Linia is a very like it is a green alga that contains protein as well as fat and minerals. Okay, so it is a very good example of the single cell protein. Also, if we talk about the mushroom, so mushroom is also a very good example of the single cell protein that give us the protein in a very rich amount. Also, it gives us the protein as well. As the population is increasing, so the human body needs more nourishment, and the agriculture side do not provide us that much of protein in a daily amount daily. So this single cell protein are in the form of the medicines. What they are in the form of the medicine, that is why we use the single cell protein. So if I talk about like we are making it by the biotechnology, so there must be some disadvantages, but let us discuss about the um, okay, consider that this is a medicine, and this is being produced by what? This is being produced by the single cell protein. What? SCP. We have extracted this from the unicellular organism. So first of all, let me discuss about the advantages of it. I hope that is clear. Number one advantage is that it is in a rich amount and a high quality of protein, and it contains the poor amount of fat content. Means it have a rich amount of protein. Means protein is so high in the single cell protein. That is very important, as we know that the protein are the building blocks of the human body. So it contains like the protein in a very good amount and fat in a very poor amount. So that is very good for, like, it cannot give us the, it cannot increase the cholesterol level in our body. So that is like a very good thing. Number second is it reduces the pressure on the agriculture production system. Like it reduces the pressure on the agriculture production system. What? Reduces the pressure on those who are working on the agriculture side. So it reduces the pressure on those who cannot produce the protein in a very good amount, like in their fields. So that is why the single cell protein can also reduce the pressure on the agriculture side. Mm, sorry. What? It reduces the pressure on the agriculture side. Number third is SCP, like the single cell protein production is based on the agriculture, so it is like to minimize the population. Okay. What it do? It like it minimize not population. It minimize the pollution of the industries level. Like as I told you that it is like it is made from the bacteria. So what? It reduces the population. of the industrial level. It minimize the pollution, sorry. Mm, it reduces the pollution in the industrial level. Lastly, it can be produced in the laboratories throughout the air. For example, some of the plants grow in the like by season to season, so it can be produced throughout the air. It is very easy to produce in the laboratories throughout the air. By the biotechnology, we can produce it by the throughout the air, we can produce it. I hope that is clear. So it is being produced. It contains the fat more and protein more and fat low. It reduces the pressure on the agriculture side to the men who produces the protein. Like the low amount of protein is being produced in the field, so it can, like when the single cell protein are there, so it can reduce the pressure on the agriculture sides, and it can reduce the pollution as well throughout the air. It we can grow it, so like it is very easy to grow. We can extract it from the yeast and we can make the medicine, so that provide a lot of proteins.